Hey everybody, this is Vince. This is on the 12th podcast, Ep.6, and it is Valentine's Day weekend is when we're recording this. Shauna, of course, is joining me again.
Hello.
Let's see. So, Valentine's Day weekend. What did we do?
Oh gosh, we've done a lot. Let's see. The kids had a 4-day weekend. So they didn't have school on Friday.
They don't have school Monday.
Correct. So we our two oldest went to go stay with their mom.
Thursday night.
Well, one of them, Ethan, ended up.
Anyway.
So.
They were gone.
Yeah.
Then two of the three little ones went to your mom's. Yes. We had Xander with us most of the weekend. No.
He went to stay the night at your.
Stayed the night at his cousin's house, my brother's house. Friday night.
Oh wait, but okay, Friday, as we let our little puppy outside, or I let our little puppy outside. We have this little puppy Astrid, who is adorable, but she's little.
She's a fucking terror.
Yeah,
is what she is.
Yeah, and she's
like Xander, but a puppy.
Yeah, and female. So she doesn't like to only go potty outside. She likes to go potty inside as well. And she also likes to take off and not come inside. I was chasing after her for like the 80th time, and we have this little tree on the side of our house that the kids, well, it's like a ginormous bush, actually. What's this?
I don't know.
And the kids, that's their little secret area, their little secret fort, if you will, or their secret hiding spot. So Astrid went underneath that tree, and I noticed a whole bunch of glass there. And I was like, what is this? Only to look on the side of our house where the kids' room is, where there is a large window, which there's two windows. The bottom window we knew was already cracked. I had already taped it up with packaging tape and stuff on both sides of the window. But the window above that, there is a massive crack in it and a huge hole.
And now we know why their kids' room is a lot colder than any of the other rooms in the house, because the 8-year-old and the 5-year-old decided that we need a window for our fort, so let's use our bedroom window. I'll get a stick, break it, and let's put up the window there.
Yeah.
So needless to say, we're going to have to buy a new fucking window.
Yeah.
Fun!
Not too thrilled.
And they're weird windows. They're not like your regular windows. We're in an old trailer, so I'm assuming it's going to be a pain in the fucking ass. Awesome. It's great. So that started the weekend.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time right there.
But it's not all bad.
No, that's the only downer, really.
Let's see. We didn't... Jumping ahead, we didn't do anything fucking romantic, really.
Yes, we did.
What did we do?
We went and we saw Deadpool.
That's not romantic.
That was the best thing that could have ever happened. That was phenomenal.
If we do talk about the movie, we will tell you right now, spoilers for Deadpool, and we will also be might as well talk about it now. We will be talking about Deadpool, and we will be talking about episode 9? Season 6, episode 9 of The Walking Dead. So the mid-season premiere of season 6. We literally just got done watching that and Talking Dead. Mm-hmm. So we will start with probably Deadpool, because that's what we did Saturday night. And that's a funny fucking story, too. So right now, if you haven't watched Deadpool and you plan to, and you don't want it spoiled, I guess you're not going to enjoy this podcast. Mm-hmm. And if you don't care about Deadpool, you can keep listening until we get to the part, and we will try and warn you ahead of time, because we see it on TV all the time, watching Talking Dead.
You're being warned right now. There will be spoilers. The end.
Yeah.
For both Deadpool and The Walking Dead. If Dead is involved, we're spoiling it.
That's good stuff.
All right, and go.
So, we planned on going to Deadpool at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yep. Well, we'd been planning on going to Deadpool since we saw the trailers for this movie.
Since we saw the trailer where the chick says, the one Megatronic chick, whatever her name is. I don't know. Sinead O'Connor. When she bashes the UFC fighter in with her little powers, and then Deadpool says, "Oh, I hate the guy that's going to pressure her into prom sex." Ever since we saw that trailer, we're like, okay, we're definitely going to go see this movie. We were kind of on the fence, but after that one, we're like, yep. So we go, 4:30 is the movie time. We get to the theater at 4:15? 4:20?
4:20.
Huge fucking line. And there's three of us. There's us, two, and a friend of ours named Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
We're waiting in line, and the way the theater is set up now in Dodge, once you get your ticket, you have to pick your chair selection because of the new recliners. So it's like reserved seating, if you will. Mm-hmm. As we get closer to the kiosk, we start to worry, or I started to worry a little bit I don't know. Anyway, started noticing that the seating arrangements were starting to fill up pretty fucking quick.
Yeah. Granted, there are two other openings, but I kept telling Vince, we should have got here sooner. We should have got here sooner.
So it's my fault?
I totally blame you.
What? I didn't realize it was going to be that packed. I really didn't. Because, in my defense, there was a 4 o'clock showing right before. So I figured...
In the evening before, apparently, there was
because we went on a Saturday. People had seen it Friday night. People had even seen it Thursday night. Because I guess that's what movies come out now, is Thursday night. Anyway, we get to literally the front of the line. And all fucking hell broke loose in terms of this other thing over here that you can buy tickets ahead of time. Stop printing tickets. These people over here got the wrong tickets. They wanted to go to the 4:30 show of whatever fuck movie, and the tickets got printed off for
a later
show. So there was like, you can't sit on top of another person apparently. So who's the one that gets to go fix all this? The chick running our fucking line. So needless to say, while everyone on the sides of us is filling up the seating for goddamn Deadpool, we're sitting there looking like a bunch of fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Girl comes back just in time for me to see 3 people to our left get the last 3 spots that would be sitting next to each other for Deadpool. There was 3 other seats sprinkled throughout the fucking theater. So I finally was just like, all right, we ain't gonna see fucking Deadpool at 4:30.
Yeah, we have to spend more money and
And yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, that would have been the matinee price. So the ticket price just jumped from 7 something to 10 something in the span of a clusterfuck.
Aggravation. So we ended up going to my mom's. we got some pizza. Sent Chris on his way. We're like, hey, we'll meet up later.
But we did the smart thing and bought tickets prior to.
Yeah. Okay. I need to give myself a little credit here. Because Vince was like, we're out. And I was like, no, we're the next in line whenever she gets back. Let's buy the tickets now so we don't have to wait in line.
Almost fucking walked away without buying the tickets for the 7 o'clock show, and I'm so fucking glad.
Yes.
Because when we got to the 7 o'clock show, the line that we got there at 6:20. Now knowing... Oh, no, not 6:20. It would have been like 6:40. Give or take.
Yeah.
Knowing full well that we were just going to walk into the fucking theater because we didn't have to wait in line for tickets or food or any of that bullshit. Yeah,
because, you bring in a big bag, or the girl does, this chick.
Thank God women have massively huge purses.
Yeah, had some sodas in there.
Had Kickstart. Yeah. And some Reese's Pieces.
Small.
Should we be naming the foods? Because isn't that
it doesn't matter. We had drinks. We had some
Unless
yummies.
They're gonna
we had
kick
everything
us back some money,
popcorn.
Maybe we should be like, hey, Kickstart, Reese's Pieces, and
Mike and Ike's,
We're the
and Red Vines.
You and your fucking Red Vines.
I have to have my Red Vines. Anywhozer.
The line to the theater was out to the fountain for the next viewing of everything else. What else came out? It was Kung Fu Panda.
Nobody knows what the fountain. They don't.
Anyway, it was a big fucking line.
Yeah.
It was twice. The line was doubled the length than it was when we went to the 4:30 show.
Correct.
So I felt like a VIP.
Oh, show.
We get to walk in. We go straight into the line, or we get to bypass everybody. We get to go pick out our seats
tickets.
right away.
Yeah, seats are already picked out because we had to pick them from when we purchased the tickets, which is really nice because when we purchased the tickets, there were like pretty much all seats were pretty darn vacant.
Yeah, we had our choice.
So we get right in the middle. And let me tell you, I'm sorry, shout out to the theater in Dodge. Super comfy seats. They're leather, huge little cup holders. That's hilarious.
Huge little cup holders.
Huge cup holders where if you wanted to, fill it with some popcorn.
Here's another product placement for you. It's like a fucking lazy boy.
Yes.
That you get to sit in a movie theater.
And the leg rest comes out too, and it's just room.
That would be a lazy boy.
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's just room.
Literally
However, if you kind of lean to the side like I kept doing during the movie.
Look at that blister.
Wow.
Yeah, that's from plunging the fucking toilet. Anyway, that's another story.
Yeah, there's another story.
Anyway.
My butt kept making the chair go down.
Oh yeah, like because the buttons are on the side panel to recline or unrecline the chair. So if you move a certain way and bump it, you're moving. Thank God it's not like a sudden drop of the chair, like
a regular lazy boy.
With
the side handle
it's
or
a
whatever.
slow in, slow out kind of thing. Valentine's Day. More later. Yeah, we also watched Mark Maron stand up. Anyway, the chairs are comfy, and we get there, we get our seats, and if I recall, the theater...
and Vince had to make sure that I was on one side of him and Chris was
okay. With our recent mindset of, I don't know, 2 years sobriety...
Almost. You keep saying it's 2 years. It's not 2 years yet.
It's almost.
Yes.
April.
Yes.
And just massive amounts of mental anguish over certain things and this, that, or whatever. And the fact that the way I know how I sit in those chairs. We went to the retro night of Goonies a few weeks prior. And that was our first time sitting in the new chairs.
Yes.
So knowing full well how I sit in those chairs, I'm like on my side. I'm somewhat snuggled against you, or when we took the kids, whatever. So, that being said, I thought I would feel uncomfortable snuggling up against a random stranger thinking that the theater was going to be fucking sold out, like it was at the 4:30 show, because it was not sold out at the 7 o'clock show. So needless to say, yes, I requested to sit in between Shauna and Chris, because whether Chris liked it or not, I might have to snuggle up against him.
Chris is a snuggler. He's good.
I'm sure he is.
He's
good. So that was that. The movie itself, if you've not seen Deadpool, you need to go fucking see it.
Yeah. If you like comedy.
If you liked, let's see.
Dry, witty.
I don't know how to put it. I know it's basically Van Wilder as a fucking superhero. That's as close.
Or not, he's not a superhero. He's a super villain.
Or anti-hero, whatever you want to call it. And then his girlfriend is, and I think her name's Monica Bianconvado. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the girl who plays Gordon's girlfriend in Gotham, if you guys watch Gotham. She's amazing in it. The references to other superhero movies, franchises, the movie studio itself is the best. For me personally, it was the best part of the movie.
Stan
Lee playing playing the DJ at a fucking strip club.
That's awesome.
Where the strippers are full nude.
No, they had panties.
Oh, they're just topless?
They're just topless.
Okay, well, I was hoping. Stan Lee's playing the fucking DJ. Stan Lee always has a goddamn cameo in all of his Marvel movies. I think, hands down, this is the best Stan Lee cameo in any of his previous movies.
The action in this movie, it was so great. I love Van Wilder, though. I loved that movie. And
Waiting,
yes.
Yeah, that was the other comedic movie we were trying to think of. But yeah, if you liked Waiting and... Wow. If you liked Waiting and Van Wilder... Look at that fucking volume of your laugh on that. Look at that.
I don't need to hear my laugh.
No, not hear it, but look at the volume level.
Fantastic.
That's like...
Stop it.
It's like on a Richter scale of that shit right there.
Right now. You shut it.
Anyway, if you like Van Wilder and Waiting and you love action, you're going to
Ryan
fucking
Reynolds
love this
in general,
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is just, I was smiling from ear to ear. I wanted to just stand up. Oh my gosh, that's another thing. You watch this movie, make sure you stay till the end of the credits.
Yes. There is an end credits thing like they've done with the Avengers movies and all that stuff. But this one, it's not your average end scene thing, but as soon as I saw the setup for it, this one I won't spoil. As soon as the credits disappear and they cut into the scene, I knew exactly right away what the fuck they were doing.
And I have to shout it out.
Yeah, you had to yell.
I had to make sure
exactly what movie they were spoofing on it. And then when Ryan in Deadpool, the mask, pops his head around the corner, I'm like, oh my god, they're seriously going to fucking do this. It was amazing. Awesome. And then it got me thinking, I remember Ryan in Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
Yes.
The TV show. I think it lasted like maybe 2 seasons.
I don't know if it even lasted that long. But
well, because I know it went from Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. Then they changed it to just Two Guys and a Girl. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming that would have at least have been season 2.
All right.
Of course, we could look all this up. We have the internet, but who's gonna fuck that? But for the life of me, I can't remember really the plot of the show. I just remember him being funny. All 3 of the characters were funny because it was 2 guys, a girl, and I think almost kind of like Brent Morin, Justin in Undateable. I think he had a crush on the one chick, and I really don't.
Where are you going with this? Who cares?
Why are you rushing me through the fucking podcast?
I'm just wanting to know what the point of this story is.
The point is, I'm reminiscing about when I first saw Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
It'd be the same as if...
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Have your moment.
I'm having my RR moment. It's like the same thing. Every time I talk about Christian Bale, I can't talk about Christian Bale without talking about... First movie I ever saw him in was American Psycho. And he's still the guy from American Psycho to me. He's played Batman. He was in Out of the Furnace that we just watched recently, finally, with Woody Harrelson. And even then, he's still going to be Patrick Bateman to American Psycho to me. Yep.
Don't care. Talking about our weekend. So.
Jesus Christ. This is why Valentine's Day is definitely for women.
Because I won't let you go on and on about your first moment with Ryan Reynolds and Christian Bale, really?
Yeah!
Oh, this is why...
Yep!
Why, okay, because you...
I'm man crushing like a motherfucker right now.
On and on about boys.
You know what? This can be the Vincent, Christian, and Ryan podcast. I wish I had like little soundbite things.
VCR! I could just... whole new meaning.
I could just hit buttons and then they'll talk. Oh, you know, it'd be really great if we had the thing of when Christian Bale went off on the fucking dude and the thing. And get out of my fucking shot, you fuck! I'm trying to work over here! Or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know. So that was Saturday. I guess we'll go back to the fucking weekend.
You know what? You do your podcast. I'll just sit back here.
You basically have been.
Okay.
And rushing me through everything.
Yep.
I'm waiting on you.
No, I just told you, do your podcast. Go ahead.
So we're watching Deadpool, and it was a good movie.
Oh, you can't do this without me, can you?
And it was great. And I highly recommend it.
Yes, absolutely. No, I mean,
It's very few movies that I say go see in a theater. Go fucking see Deadpool in a theater.
I was so glad. So glad. And not even bothered that we had to pay the extra money for it. Granted, we don't have the money to really be doing stuff like this, but...
We kind of saved up for it.
Yeah, and with no remorse.
It's pretty sad. Isn't that sad nowadays? You got to save up to go to a fucking movie?
Yeah, it's...
Well, you have 5 kids, but yeah. It'd have been worse for you. We almost... Despite the gratuitous sex in that movie, I think the 12 and 13-year-old would have appreciated it, of course, because it's all ass and titties. Ass and titties. Although there is one scene where Ryan... yeah. It's Women's Day.
Yeah.
That's... That right there was like... That scene... Okay, when you watch the movie, look for the scene where his girlfriend talks about they're celebrating Women's Day. And you'll understand after. But I think that right there, watching that, I'm like, Okay, I have a whole new respect for Ryan Reynolds. Because not only is he going through this massive franchise rehaul after fucking the clusterfuck that was Green Lantern, to be like, yeah, let's put this scene in the movie, and and literally, I'll take it. Whole new respect. I think Deadpool is going to be huge for the rest of his career. Of course, they've already named the sequel going to be happening and all that stuff. But
it was phenomenal. It was so good. And, you know, the sense of humor that was in Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like that times...
But rated R.
Yeah.
I mean, if Guardians of the Galaxy was allowed, or whatever, rated R humor,
yeah,
I think it would be just as good.
It was, yeah. I thought it was phenomenal. So that was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday evening.
Valentine's evening. We were invited to a church Valentine's dinner. It was for couples for the church that we go to and all this stuff.
To help raise money for people to go to...
Bolivia.
Yeah.
It rhymes with Olivia.
Newton-John. Yes.
Wow. And they do an auction, and the couple that runs the auction need to have their own...
Podcast.
Because those two running the auction the way they do, and this is the second year we've gone to this dinner, are so fucking funny.
They're
fantastic. Okay, look how you laugh. Like, you have an exact leveled laugh.
That's great.
No, that's a good, it's a compliment.
Okay.
I know you guys can't see this, but the wavelength, the sound waves of, see? Look at that.
It's like a fish. It looks like the fish bones. Fishbone.
Yeah, the way Shauna's laugh is visualized on the audio board for this, perfect wavelengths and cadence and everything, and like, see, that's a shitty one. That was a fake laugh though, but I just now noticed the first time we've done 6 fucking podcasts, and I didn't realize that you had the same tone and depth and persistence of a laugh.
Yeah, the same annoyance through and through. Never stops. It's always there.
You don't like your laugh?
You
don't like hearing your laugh?
I don't. Yeah. People have complimented me on my laugh.
They compliment your smile.
Oh. Wow, there you go.
There, look at that. Look at that fucking wavelength right there.
Yeah.
That was all.
I think it's a human's head and then their ribs. Okay.
Yeah, we're
anyway,
we're
sorry,
really bored now with this podcast.
All right.
Anyway, so you laugh. Like, you get compliments?
No, I don't get compliments on my laugh. It's just my smile.
See, there it is again. That was mine, though.
Yeah.
See, now I can do your laugh.
Well done, sir. Well done. So,
how many times
it was fun, and it was the steak that we had was phenomenal.
It was fucking amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
We're gonna need, and I don't care. This is the second time we've eaten it. That chocolate pudding, whipped cream, clusterfuck of yeah.
We need to find out.
I'm on a semi-diet-ish.
No, he's not.
Shut the fuck up. I can't
He likes to pretend, but he's not on a diet. No, because there's just been too much stress and stuff that's been going on, and it went out the door. So it's fine. It's all right. We'll get back on course.
Anyway, this fucking dish is so good. If I'd have known that was there the whole time, I'd have been like, fuck the steak.
You would have put it on your steak.
Yeah. Or dip the steak bits in this it's like a pudding. It's like, I would let Bill Cosby give me this pudding.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
That's how good it is. Like, I ain't gonna remember this, but I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. It was incredible. So, flash forward to, that was this evening. My mother granted us the serenity of having 4 of the 5 kids spend the night at their house with their cousins. Apparently, she gets in those weird moods of like, I need all the grandkids at my house to bring noise back to the house again and give me an excuse not to talk to my father, probably. Yeah. Which is always funny. Yeah, she doesn't have work tomorrow because of President's Day with the government jobs.
And the reason it's 4 of the 5 kids is because Jariah decided to stay with Nana and Granddad.
Yeah. So we go to the dinner. We have no kids. as you can tell, we usually don't have kids when we do a podcast.
Correct.
So that's probably why there's a huge gap in the podcasting, even though that's no excuse. But I always say we'll work on it. We'll fucking give you a podcast when we give you a fucking podcast.
Why do you have to get all anal and mean about it? Do we want people to listen? Be nice.
We'll give you guys a podcast when we give you guys a podcast. But we still love the listeners. Did you know that the Cops and Robbers video is now up to 618 views?
Well, it's because I keep posting it on Facebook.
Wow. I still don't know how that stuff works. I am amazed that we have 2% listeners in the United Kingdom.
That's awesome. Hey, you should leave video comments because I love your accents.
You mean
even
audio comments?
Audio, whatever. I would like to see your faces too.
Yeah.
And I know you don't think you have accents, but because I don't live there, to me you have an accent, and it's beautiful, and I'd love to hear you. So,
people in the UK have a British accent, Shauna.
I know, but they don't think they have an accent.
Oh, kind of like the people probably think we don't have accents?
No, they think we do.
I know.
So I just said...
Do you think we have Southern accents?
No, we just have an American accent.
Sometimes relatives in Wisconsin, when I've talked to them, they think they're like, oh, I hear the Southern in you.
Well, I've had people tell
Like,
me
where
I
the fuck
definitely
does that come
talk
from?
like I'm from California, which to me, California is like
Bullshit.
a Valley Girl thing. But
No, there's times when you do that Northern Canadian and there's times like, hey, where are we going here?
yeah. It's probably because I've been around your family for so long.
Maybe, but it's thrown me off a few times when you've thrown out that hoser tone. I'm like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't even do it every now and then.
You don't even do it every now and then?
That made no sense.
0.
Walking fucking Dead.
Yes.
Here's the spoiler alert for the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead. Holy shit!
Phenomenal.
If
Listen,
watching
silence.
Deadpool...
No words.
Yeah, it will take your fucking breath away.
I'm kind of glad the kids weren't here. I'm kind of glad we got to experience the mid-season premiere.
Alone?
You and me.
Without interruption?
I'm granted I would love to watch it with them too. But
Yeah, now watching it to see their reactions to it
yes.
is going to be insane. Okay, we last left you with the Negan reveal and those guys on the bike. Holy fuck, those guys on the bike don't last very long.
Oh my gosh, that was great. That was grand. That was
and then okay, so that's within the first 5 minutes of the show.
Yes.
The rest of the show, just like if it was a roller coaster, that motherfucker kept going up and up and up and up, and I don't think it came down until after Rick is talking to Carl in the bed.
No, I disagree. I don't like how you're using the roller coaster thing, because to me the thrill is when you're going down the hill. There were so many downs and loop-de-loops and woohoos and hands in the air and oh no, keep them tucked in. I mean, it was crazy.
Okay, so
it was
more
very,
like...
very less the up, click, 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 click.
Yeah,
There's
true.
very...
Well, then if that's the case, if we're going to use that analogy, then you're starting at the fucking top.
Mm-hmm.
And after the first, right when they hit the theme song, you're already dropping in on the roller coaster because fucking A.
It was...
We were trying to think of other episodes that left us feeling this way. The T-Dog / Lori Dead episode.
Yeah, the one I think for sure, I mean, I remember feeling a lot of, oh my gosh, when the walkers escaped from the barn.
Oh, that first big herd?
Yeah, the first big herd.
When Shane got killed the first time? Okay. Yeah, that was a great episode.
And then, for me, was when the jail got attacked.
Oh, when Herschel died.
When Herschel died, that, after with that fucking governor and all that, that was... Whoo! And not knowing where everybody was, you know, and it was like each episode you find out, okay, they're still alive. Cool, gravy, right on. That was...
Well, no, I think you pretty much know who survived.
Yes
at the
and no,
end.
you're not...
Yeah. they got split up, and it wasn't until the next episode.
And then you find Carol. I mean, that was... But no. But, okay. So that's kind of what it was like just with this very one episode.
Why did you
Well, because I'm making a point. I'm sorry. You know what? But you know what I'm saying? Like, all that intensity, that was all boom right in this one. It was... Woo! It was so good. It was so good. You're not using any words, and I don't have any adjectives. I just...
Well,
from between Deadpool and this was the most amazing weekend of shows.
This was a clusterfuck weekend for entertainment, hands down. Like, and then that show Vinyl, which we haven't watched yet. That show, if anyone knows me, everybody who knows me knows my love for Martin Scorsese. Anything, my all-time favorite director, the one I want to be like. His show comes out tonight. In fact, because of our Walking Dead watch, we probably won't get to that till tomorrow. But that premiered tonight. Vinyl, the Mick Jagger thing on HBO. So we could add that to the mix if eventually. But yeah, between just Deadpool itself would have been fucking nuts. The Walking Dead by itself would have been even more just like off the top craziness. Valentine's Day. You combine the two in a 24-hour period. Hands down the best Valentine's weekend ever.
For sure. And then now Vince has a newfound respect for Carrie Underwood. Am I wrong? What?
Oh my God. For those of you who know me, no, I am not a fan of country music by any stretch of the imagination. But Carrie fucking Underwood was on Talking Dead, and apparently she's been watching since episode 1, the same as we have. And some of the stuff that she said on the show, I'm like, you know what? I don't like her music, but I fucking like her.
Yeah. She was good. She's super pretty.
She held her own with the Talking Dead stuff and the zombies, and it's great. It's good stuff. They had the guy that played the wolf. Yeah. Which what do they call him? Young Dave Grohl.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
He's
an Aussie.
I thought he was a Brit, but yeah, he's Australian.
It didn't sound too Heath Ledger-ish in his thing, so that must be a different part of Australia. But he is Australian, so that's always fun. That,
like I said, accents. You don't have to just be from the UK. And you can even make up an accent.
We do have people from Australia that listen.
Love you too.
0.01% of our listenership.
We get some people from Jersey.
Viewership.
That would be fine too. Anybody with an accent. I'm totally fine.
Oh, you gotta give it up to the Boston people.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, the Boston fucknuts over there and their fucking, their beer and their Boston Bruins and the Red Sox and Billy Burr. Billy's not gonna fucking listen to this shit. Well. But it'd be fucking great if he did, huh? Oh, Dublin. Yeah, okay, listen to the fucking puppy. Yeah, puppy.
She's evil.
She's fucking devil.
But she's adorable.
And she hops like a goddamn kangaroo.
Yep. Wanted to call her Kanga. Vince said no, since we already have a dog named Roo, but no.
Yeah, I'm not going to have two dogs named Kanga and Roo.
You wouldn't have two dogs named that. One would be Kanga, one would be Roo.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was our Valentine's Day weekend. It wasn't your typical flowers and candy. We did give the kids candy.
Yes, we did.
We did go to a nice dinner together.
Yes, we did.
Had some laughs.
Yes.
Had some great laughs.
We bought candy for the movies.
Yeah. We got some amazing laughs at, Deadpool.
Yes.
And I think we jumped up. If we didn't jump up and down, we probably wanted to during most of the Walking Dead episode. You just kind of, at the end of it, you just are sitting there with your jaw to the ground going, wow. For an hour. If they had, when this season comes out on DVD and you're able to watch this episode without commercials, it's just balls to the wall. Every fucking scene there's no downtime really. They have those little pauses, but they're very few and far between, and they say there was at least 1,300 walkers in this episode. Yes, at least, yeah. And there's a fuck ton of fire. I'll throw that out there.
It's phenomenal.
Greg Nicotero directed it.
I'm sure most of you have probably seen it by the time you hear this. It's just
That is true.
Walking. People
Okay,
who
when the
don't
kid
watch
died.
this
When the
show-
kid died. What'd you think when the kid died?
I was a little bit. I was shocked that Sam died, but when Ron died, I was like,
I don't give a fuck about
yeah,
Ron.
I was like, I think I called him a douchebag. Like, what's gonna happen?
Well, and I called it too when he's got the gun pointed at Rick and Carl, and knowing Michonne is in that mix somewhere, I even yelled out, "Mom, Michonne!"
Yeah, you
And
did.
as soon as that happened, BAM!
Dude, it was just, really, really good. Just, it takes a minute to just let it all sink in. That's why I love The Talking Dead, because it's like, yes, please discuss that, or Vince and I will pause it or something.
Yeah, when they hit commercial, we'll pause it, get our drinks, go to the bathroom, refill our vaping mechanisms, and be like, "Oh my God, this."
Or we'll discuss it even further.
I wonder. Yeah, kind of trying to predict what'll happen next. That kind of bullshit.
You get really involved, man. Any Walking Dead fan knows you're a true fan through and through, and you need the Talking Dead. You have to discuss what is going on. It has to. You can't.
If Carrie Underwood listens to Talking Dead and then has her own Talking Dead with her fucking mother,
Yes.
then you can too.
Yeah, that's right. Gosh dang it. Well, my brother's friend Kyle. Well, he's my friend too, but he apparently, from what I saw on his Facebook post, stated something like,
calling him out, aren't you?
I am Kyle Heckler.
Damn.
Love you, buddy, but if you don't like The Walking Dead, we can't be friends. And I'll sing a song about it, apparently.
Yeah.
Can I finish what I was going to say? Quit interrupting me.
Damn,
So, anyway, he said that watching The Walking Dead... I'm talking like I assume he was writing. And I don't understand why people don't have more armor, and... I don't know, he said something else, and I was like... oh my gosh, I wanted to go off. I chose to take the high road and not respond at all. But
way to be a non-internet troll.
That's right. I don't want to be that person. But because I didn't have anything nice to say. I was so upset though. But maybe he didn't mean it derogatory, and I just read it derogatory. I don't know. But I was like, listen here, fucker. This is what was going on in my head. You know, this is a fucking crazy thing. People weren't expecting this. It happens out of nowhere. And you don't have time to get survival tanks or this, that, or the other. You're trying to fucking survive. You don't have the ability to go get tons of leather or tons of metal or whatever to protect yourself.
Well, I do now, because apparently Carrie Underwood bought a fucking... Or her husband bought her...
Okay, but that's people preparing for this. What I'm saying, in The Walking Dead...
Oh, yeah.
It just happened. It's boom, 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 boom.
It's... What do they call it? It's ordinary people put into extraordinary situations, and you get to see what happens during those situations with zombies.
Yes.
That's The Walking Dead.
You don't have to...
In a fucking nutshell.
You can't prepare it yourself. And the best way to get prepared is how they do it throughout the show.
Kill the dead... Or what's the it's always my favorite line from the show, and I can never remember how it goes. It's fight the dead, fear the living.
Yes.
That is definitely The Walking Dead.
I felt like Kyle was giving shit about why there's so much killing and why people are not well equipped for this, and it's because not many people would be well equipped for a zombie outbreak if it should really actually
the funny
happen.
thing, even more so, is it's based off a comic book. It's a television show. When has comic books and television shows mirrored 110% real life?
I'm not
Like, why is that guy with the S flying? I don't see that guy flying in real life. Seriously. Who dresses up as a bat and fights crime? I mean, he's a billionaire. He should just sit there and just count his money, get girls, and just call it a day.
Yeah, okay. Well, I can tell you right now that's not how Kyle talks. But...
He fucking does now.
No. Kyle's a cool head. I love Kyle, but I just
Kyle's a cool head, but you know what? Fuck Kyle.
Kyle, if he's talking shit on The Walking Dead, we're gonna have some serious issues when I see you.
I don't even know this guy, and I'm like talking shit, but it is good shit.
Kyle's a good guy. And if anybody's gonna get my brother to watch the show, it would be Kyle. So Kyle, get on Team TWD and tell him he needs to watch this. show.
So that was Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah, hope yours was good too.
We'll be back whenever.
And like we've said before, and I will probably continue to say after every podcast, if you have any requests, please feel free to let us know what you'd like us to talk about.
And you can catch us on Twitter at Vincent Marshall and at Shauna Marshall with 1L20.
Yes.
We're also on Facebook at Vincent Marshall's 93. And subscribe to the YouTube page on the 12th Films. It's on YouTube. You can subscribe to it. When you subscribe to it, you're automatically given a notification, apparently, of when we drop a new podcast. Whoop, whoop. So it gets sent to, I think, your email or whatever Gmail stuff that you got. I know that's happened to me a few times
creepy
for stuff that I've subscribed to. So if you subscribe, you'll know exactly when we drop something new instead of having us have to Facebook and tweet it out and all that shit.
Yeah. I don't know how you find me on Facebook, so I guess don't. Twitter, like Vince said, Shauna Marshall with 1L 2020. And that's that. Talk to you when we talk to you next. Asta.
Bye.